Bow wow, welcome to DogStar. Each week we sit down with a star of rap and R&B, and this week we have the pleasure of sitting down with Xavier Thomas.
Hey guys, how are you guys doing?
We're doing very well. How about yourself?
I am doing blessed. I've been in St. Paul just spreading the name, spreading the miracles, so I've been blessed.
Well, we feel blessed to have you here today, talking to us, talking to fans, talking to the Minnesota art scene at large.
Yes.
So let's get into it. We look forward to picking the brain of a philanthropist, of a very, very passionate person, an artist yourself.
Yes, I am.
But we'll get into it.
Yeah, we want to know all about it. We know you, of course, from Miracle Arts.
Yes.
You're artist. What would you call it? What is...
I call us a resource. We want to be a resource for youth creatives, getting that hobby into a career.
That's dope.
Very well put.
So yeah, we want to know how you got to this point, but let's take it all the way back, just
Hop in
like
the
we
time
do with
machine.
the artists.
Ooh,
We want to
okay.
know, growing up, what kind of arts were you exposed to? Was your parents like into the arts?
Yeah, was it an artistic household at all?
Honestly, it wasn't. And my parents now got 2 creative children, so the luck of that, right? My parents are both from down south. My mom's from Florida, my dad from Mississippi. So they are in a hard-working philosophy. I've got my entrepreneurial skills from us. I say we're entrepreneurial family, but the creative side, not as much. I actually explored creativity through video games.
Okay.
Yes, I was a huge wrestling and 2K fan.
Hey.
And in 2K, you can like own a basketball team.
Yeah.
And I'm over looking at like ticket sales.
The franchise
looking at-
mode or
oh
whatever,
my
yeah.
goodness. I had like a whole data sheet right next to me. So that built out the business side of mine. But with wrestling, I had a chance to explore my creativity. So I was also in band. So I was a band kid, did trombone.
Trombone.
But I used to
Okay.
bring my like bandstand out, put my tablet on it, and cut a little promo. You know,
Okay.
looking at the video and editing it through either CapCut or iMovie at that
Yeah.
time. That was my first creativity started coming from at age like 6, 7, and didn't mean to do that, but age 6 or 7, and learning more about who I am as a creative.
Right.
Not even knowing that I was creating at that time.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like school is providing a lot of the resources, equipment, instruments, technology. Was there any teachers or even older students that you found inspiration through?
You know what's funny? A band teacher actually said I was not going to make it. I got that line.
Really?
Yes.
What?
And now I'm in the creative arts. Isn't that like the contrary of what I'm doing now?
What grade or what age was that?
I was actually, I want to say it was my freshman year of high school there.
Oh my God.
And I was a reckless kid. I was like kicking over bandstands and stuff. So he's a little bit right there, but that had a huge inspiration on my life because
Right.
I know I could have made something for myself, and I did. So I think that was beneficial. And I also want to give out to Ms. Sims. She was my advisory teacher back in middle school. We used to do open mics, live music. So I used to like lip sync the music.
Okay.
And I used to do like a full-on performance. I mean, I went all out, guys.
Oh.
So I want to give a shout out to Ms. Sims there too.
Yeah. It sounds like you were more passionate about trombone playing in middle school than in high school.
Yes, I was.
And what was the shift away from that passion? Or?
Sports. I was athletic guy as myself. I did football and track in high school.
Okay.
And a lot of where Miracle Arts came from is I didn't have that type of support I have for my athletic dreams, didn't have my creativity. For example, AAU basketball, there's teams from Greece, from France that come do circuits here. It's huge. They're about, for Minnesota Heat, about like 15 teams per grade. I didn't have that type of support for my creativity. I'm into band. I was a trombone player. I'm into photography as well, into skits. I never had an opportunity to explore that. So to answer your question, I didn't have outlets to. You know, with middle school, it was mandatory to take a band class.
Right.
I did my freshman year, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Right.
Didn't have a chance to explore myself there.
So we're never the lead in a play or anything, never doing the musical.
I wanted to.
Okay. Did you audition or were you
No.
more kind of ingrained in the sports?
I
at
was
that
ingrained in the
time?
sports,
Right.
you know. It's that, what if the guys think about it? What if the guys hear about it?
Right.
You know? Now, my sister, she didn't care. My sister did all of it. And I have so much admiration to her for being herself. She was in band. She was a cheerleader. And she was in theater as well. She had a chance to explore herself. And
Older sister, younger sister?
younger sister.
Okay, wow.
Yes. She is 5 years younger than me.
Such
So,
an inspiration, though.
she is. She's very headstrong.
That's
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Do you see her having any opportunities that maybe you didn't going through? Like, is there any programs now that she's catching that you're like, oh, if I would have had a video photography class, it would have been game over?
I think I say subjectively is Miracle Arts as well, you know? She's coming along in as a 18-year-old now. Her birthday's tomorrow, so happy birthday,
happy
Layla.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
She is becoming 18 now, and she had a chance to meet different people through Miracle Arts. She had a chance to go at our Create and Connect, an open showcase for youth artists, and talk about her work. I wish I had those opportunities. The one thing I am jealous for, COVID year is the reason why I couldn't go on an international trip. Every 4 years, our band goes somewhere international. We had a chance to go to Greece, and she performed all throughout the Greece countrysides.
Wow. Oh, my God.
And if I continue with band, I couldn't even do it because, 2020 happened.
Yeah.
So,
It wouldn't even happen.
I know,
That's so
right?
funny.
But hey, I still went to go, and I had a chance to meet a person from each continent. I'm a talkative person.
Wow.
I'm just like, where's that accent from? Oh, okay. From Nigeria. Okay, cool. Where's that accent from? Oh, okay. You're from the Philippines. Whatever it is,
Oh.
And even with COVID, with the kind of the dependence on technology, that face-to-face communication
it's great.
is so important.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
That's cool. I'm interested in the family connection. Sorry to make one more question about it, but are you able to get like feedback about what you're doing with Miracle Arts, like in a more direct way because your siblings? Is she able to
I want to
be
say
like, this is working, this isn't working?
Yes, my siblings, my nephews, and now my parents. I want to talk to you guys. For parents that don't believe in a dream yet, you got to show them. You got to show your parents that this career is possible. At first, it was like, what does that traditional 9-to-5 look like compared to this entrepreneurial idea? And then they came to a Create and Connect. And once they saw other people bring in that recognition and go, oh, I got impacted from it, they did a complete 180.
Ooh.
I mean, now they're calling me opportunities like, have you thought about Cub bagging for fundraising? Have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? And I'm like, nah, Mom. But it's the most beautiful thing in the world. I truly believe Miracle Arts can change my family, my family trajectory.
Yeah, it's seeing them get creative. That's huge.
It's so funny. My mom says, like, I don't have creative kids. And then I'm like, you're the creative, though.
Yeah.
She's never thought of herself that way.
That is amazing. That passion that everyone has, whether they know it or not, for the arts. I love that.
And then did you have, so we're kind of talking about a little bit about how you saw sports had like, just like the volume of like opportunity or even like the encouragement behind like a career in sports. Funding, programs, etc. Like, did you have like friends and stuff who were like trying to be creative and how did you end up seeing that there was such a big need for
Or was that after high school?
That was after high school. Okay. So I started Miracle Arts through the Big Ideas Challenge. It's a competition that Mankato holds, essentially Shark Tank for the campuses there.
Oh, wow.
And that's where I created Miracle Arts. It was essentially a resource. So what our resource guide is, like the art galleries, the supply stores, recording studios, every art organization in the state, I was going to include it in the app. And then I didn't win that competition. And I went home. I'm going to admit, I was a bit upset. And then I'm going to make that logo today. I'm going to make that website today.
Yeah.
And then the miracles start from there. But to answer your question, I was working AAU basketball. I'm working front desk. I'm seeing kids get dragged to these tournaments with illustrations in their hands, with a camera around their neck.
Right.
Where's their opportunity? The older brother, the older sister has an opportunity. And this is not even about careers, because not everyone's going to go to the NBA, and not everyone's going to be a lifelong creative. But if it can bring you a culture, it can bring you a community, some lifelong friends, it's its shop. So I sat back and wondered, like, where is their opportunity? That is not a fancy art show that pays $500 to get in.
Right.
So that's where that miracle came from, which is seeing a missing gap in the community we have right now. We're third in the nation of art funding. Just put that out there.
Oh my gosh.
There is New York, there is California, and there's us. There's opportunities out there. There are so many big names, the Charlie Brown creator, the Prince. There's so many, Steve Zahn. There you go. There's so many people that came from us that we just don't highlight enough. We have a big community. And I think there should be a resource that gets these youth creatives into that community and beyond.
And that you said that miracle occurred in late 2023.
Yes, correct? It did.
Formally.
Yes. So that was a concept. I just started, again, from the Big Ideas Challenge. And it was a student organization on campus at Mankato State.
Wow.
And then I graduated, and I wanted to continue the miracle. So I brought it to the Twin Cities.
What were you going to school for in Mankato?
Guys, this is a mouthful. It is business management, and I had 2 minors, international business and entrepreneurship.
Oh,
yes.
So yeah, no wonder you were in that challenge or whatever. So it was like, yeah, starting a business, and you learned at school about how to like form an organization and stuff like that?
Yes.
Because yeah, it was super like, how did you even, like, it's such a big chunk. It's not, hey, I want to throw a party and invite some artists to perform at it.
Right.
It's
a calculated big idea.
It is big. It is a big idea. Besides going to what is Minnesota? Which college?
It's Minnesota State University, Mankato. That's the full. That's called Mankato State.
So besides going to Mankato State, how can people, like, if they had a big idea like that, where would they
find the resources?
Find the resources,
or get inspired.
I say just start first. Start with something. Even if it's an Instagram page, at least you have something that people can bring you to.
Right.
First resource I started was the resource guide, the database that contains all the art organizations, right? That's our main resource. If I don't have nothing else, I can at least offer you that.
Right.
Give something to offer.
Which is a huge jumping off point.
It is, you know? And you don't have to get it registered right away. Learn, grow, see what kind of business you want to be. There's for business, there's nonprofits, and there's multiple sub-chapters within that. See what you desire. And there's many small business consultants out there, small business chambers. Just got to reach out. But my big thing is just start it. No idea is too stupid. I went to the store yesterday and I saw a Dorito bag. And all they did was combine the nacho cheese and the Cool Ranch bag into one.
Genius.
Right. Millionaire idea. Or a candy company add in a new type of flavor on it. It's caramel now. No idea is too dumb or too small. Just start it. You guys started the podcast because you had a desire to do so. And now look what it led to, right?
Yeah, look at it now.
I mean, being able to sit down with tastemakers and pillars like yourself.
Right.
So it's our pleasure again to have you here on the show to already spread your wisdom and passion to our fans and beyond.
Well, thank you guys.
I feel like a lot of these questions are going to be about Miracle Arts, but I want to know more about, I mean, I see you doing like the videos, and I'm sure you're writing the skits for it. But yeah, how did the creativity that you said was kind of on the back burner for a while you're doing sports, like how did that grow again? And I'm sure you're doing a lot more creative stuff now.
A lot of it's through COVID again, you know. I remember going into my freshman year, I didn't do sports in college. So any high school athlete has experienced this. What do I do now? It's like 4 p.m. on a Monday. I'm like,
I'm used to going to my second practice of the day.
Yeah,
what am I
supposed to be doing? And then I just started making dumb videos out of my dorms, you know, sending it to my friends, making them laugh. And then I started getting into it a little bit more. And then I started watching YouTube. I was alone a lot during the COVID. So I just started learning about video editing. And honestly, I've been watching a lot more movies. And watching those movies, I'm like, oh, I have an idea. If I was the director, I wouldn't have done it that way.
Exactly.
So a lot of it spurred from COVID, where I had the chance to get into different type of creative arts. I picked up the guitar.
Whoa.
I'm still picking up the guitar.
You haven't built
If you know
those
what I mean.
calluses
If you
up
know what I mean.
yet. Yeah.
But yeah, picking up my phone, doing dumb videos. And I also was a student or a leader. And a lot of the times we had to make videos for it. And I was the first one to throw my hand up. Like,
No problem.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's huge. And then, being able to just sharpen that. So cool that you like doing that. Are there any hats that you're wearing as you journey with Miracle Arts that you were like, I never expected to have to be doing this job? Like, I can't wait till I find somebody else who can help me with this job.
Whether it's like sticker designer,
website design.
You know, to be honest, guys,
craft services.
One thing I wish the College of Business taught me was how to actually register a business. I know, right?
What the heck?
You think that would be like the last lesson you have before you like go off? I wish people taught me about the IRS system and like all the paperwork I need to file out, because a lot of that was just going through Google, like, what would you do in this perspective if it's the right form I'm supposed to be doing? For example, I registered my business name before I filed it, lost $50 because I needed to do that. So I think that is something where I'm always continuing to learn on, and I brought in mentors to teach me, because no one teaches you that.
It seems like there's a lot of scammy stuff too when it comes to like starting your own business. Not that like LegalZoom is a scam or anything, but it's like pretty sure like they own your business if you register through that, and like you'd have to pay them to like release it to you if you ever didn't want to use LegalZoom. Why do you think it's that there's such a large number of people trying to take advantage of these people?
Because I'm gonna be honest, it's the best way to say it. A lot of them are immigrants, people of color that didn't have a chance to own a business. They don't know, you know? Like, I was really granted my family has a custodian business, so I had a chance to ask my mom some of these questions. But if you come from a family of farmers, or you come from a family of individuals that never owned something like that, you don't know. You think this person's coming to you, telling you advice, and they're really getting over on you. Again, I say, listen to one person, but don't only listen to one. You know, go, cool, I'll take that advice, go get another person's point of view. Again, there's no right or wrong way to run a business.
Words of wisdom here with Xavier Thomas on DogStar. We got to take a break in about 1 minute. Make sure you follow him on Instagram, xavier.thomas11.
But definitely follow the Miracle Arts page, miracle.arts. You can also check out miraclearts.org, where they have all the resources he was talking about, the artist directory, show calendar, resource guide. Sign up for the newsletter there. Make sure you follow us at DogStar Podcast. Is there any like YouTube channel people can find your old videos on?
Snapchat.
Well, we're also on YouTube at Miracle Arts MN, and TikTok is the same account as well, Miracle Arts MN.
Okay.
And it's always send us a post. A repost takes 2 seconds.
Hey.
It's all about that collaboration. We'll be right back with Xavier Thomas of Miracle Arts here on DogStar.
Stick around. Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with Xavier Thomas, the founder of Miracle Arts, one word. And your Linktree says Xavier America Hart Thomas.
Yes.
Is that a nickname? Is that
just a true
Yes.
patriot?
your wrestler name?
So that's a nickname I gave myself. I'm a huge comic book fan, and my comic book character is called the America Heart.
Oh.
He's a speedster that travels around the world, and he just saves people. That's why he's called America's Heart, because when he runs around, he'll create a heart out of it. So I
like that.
I eventually want to create a comic, and I claimed that for myself. I coined that for myself there.
Hey,
If you're a local graphic artist, burgeoning, trying to build your CV, hit him up.
Oh, I have ideas, guys. Let me know. I have a whole multiverse on the eyes. Yes.
Let's go.
This December, we're coming up on the 2-year anniversary of Miracle Arts. Did you ever think 2 years ago when, you're registering these names that you'd be where you are now, making big moves, pitching? I mean...
No, not at all. I'm going to be honest. Wow. Not at all. I didn't even think I thought about that 2 years, I was just starting something because I loved it.
Yeah.
It truly it's the most loved passion project it can ever be. A love passion project I know has inspired others. And I'm grateful for that. So to answer your question, absolutely not.
Was it like a group project or a solo project, this Big Ideas challenge? Like, were you doing it with any other people, or was
Any
it
other classmates? Or?
No, it was just me there. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you were forming that. You must have been like, this is a lot of jobs to do for one person.
Again, with the Big Ideas Challenge is what I'm good at, and that's the pitch. I have got a team now that I'm grateful for my team. All of them are previous high school or college, and they all have their ways to better Miracle Arts. For example, I'm a visual artist with a camera. I can't design a thing for me. So I'm very grateful for Maddie Kopp for making these ideas right now, or even Elton with the toys concepts. I mean, my team's amazing. I give him a quote like, hey, give me a quote for how much a toy to create. Elton goes home and did it from scratch. Wow. And just send me a photo. I'm done. Elton, I need to know how much this costs. It's, again, I say it started off with me, but I would not be here without my team. So I want to give a shout out to Charles, Maddie, Elton, Patience, Mina, Timmy. I want to give a huge shout out to them because I would not be here without them.
How did you find him? How'd you how'd you find the first one? And then we'll go,
I say Maddie Kopp was the first one I brought on. I went to high school with her.
Okay.
So she was a very entrepreneurial person, bringing her artworks to classes, selling it there. So when I created Miracle Arts, I was like, that's the person for me.
Oh, wow.
So Patience is also from Champlain Park as well. She's our treasurer. I don't want to forget anyone here. Charles, right over here, he's outreach. I met him through Juneteenth 2 years ago. We've been tied by the hip since then. Mina just joined as an event coordinator. She helps out a lot. She's also my girlfriend. She does really great events. So check out Find Your Muse. Timmy's really cool story. I went in for a job interview, and he told me that I'm an employer, not an employee.
Whoa.
And then he wanted to give me a job, and then we started talking about Miracle Arts and joined part of the team there.
Oh my God.
I know, right? Elton was an individual that came to our first Create and Connect. He made the Inspiro costume. Inspiro is our mascot. Think of the Smurfs. Every Inspiro, creative represents it. Painter, hip hop Inspiro, etc. He created a mascot from scratch.
Oh my God.
And I was like, yeah, Elton, you got to join. You got to join after that. It's everyone I've met has been either a friend of mine, classmate, or an individual that's like Charles, who's just like-minded as me.
Exactly. I mean, it's that passion that's contagious, and I'm sure 2+ years in, you can tell by now that it's easy to get impassioned people on board when you're passionate yourself.
And again, when you table with us, when we have a coloring station, when you're coloring with the kids, you're seeing that passion in their eyes. You get addicted.
Ooh.
Every person that has done it, my parents, my girlfriend had wanted to be a part of Miracle Arts in some matter. It's addicting, guys. If you guys came over here to be like, or how can we help somehow? It's when you see that passion in the kids and the inspiration, it leads to so much more.
Well, the passion in the community as well. And I mean, those of you who are fans of Minnesota art, like most towns in Minnesota, Mankato's no different. They're just the area with how much creativity is oozing out of it. I wanted to ask about the idea, the impetus of starting these artist events, these networking events, these safe places where artists can meet, share their art, network, collaborate. What was the impetus of that?
There's many out there. I think what we make us different is our sense of to come. We have a miracle basket. So everyone that comes in, our events are called Create and Connects. They get 5 gold stars coming in. And if they like someone's work, hand them a gold star. And then at the end of the night, who has the most gold stars gets the miracle basket. They get free merch. They get a gift card and goodies or any other items that our partners want to provide that day. You guys probably been to open mic. You guys get up on stage, you get off. You might get a clap. You might...
Yeah, one person giving you a pat on the back. What's your IG? But then that's it.
Yeah, that's it. And there's no one... It's not even like people don't care. It's just not that environment to care.
Right.
There's so much else going on.
Exactly.
You might be at a bar or whatever the aspect is. But this makes people focus in on someone else.
Yeah.
Because it's not about you. Even if you collect all the gold stars, there might still be someone who gets something more impactful from them through the networking or even just getting up on stage. So the goal is to bring in all mediums. I always say if I get a video photographer and a musician together, what stopped them from making a music video?
Mm-hmm.
If I get a graphic designer in there, okay, now we have a logo for that music video. And it can keep growing from there. And I say every resource that I've created has just been a passion. Something I've seen in our audience, seen in our community. I'm like, what if that was different? The database, my little sister trying to find sewing class nearby. Couldn't find anything. So I went, there got to be something out here. If it was a basketball camp, I would have found hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
So in our database, it contains art organizations, art galleries, nonprofits, recording studios, anything creative related. This can be a resource. The speaker programs, I work for Best Prep. They have a speaker program. I just said, what about for artists? Every resource that I create is just something I'm seeing lacking in the community.
Right. That is very, very commendable. And we're inspired, seriously, by what you've been doing, and very inspired at the passion that you're bringing into the future.
Well, thank you, guys.
Seriously.
Thank you.
Yeah. I wanted to ask what you learned from the first Create and Connect in October of 2024 with Ill Studio. What were some lessons you learned from that?
First lesson I had, if you're going to do an event in the community, interact with the community.
Yes.
And when I mean interact, I mean just don't post it online and like, oh, I tagged St. Paul. I mean, you got to be in their faces. You got to be knocking on doors. You got to work with everybody. And I'm going to be honest, my first event was a failure. It was me, Charles, Timmy, and Amina. That was it. No one else came. We sat in there for however hours it was, just waiting for people. But I learned that you need to integrate. You need to get yourself into the community.
Yeah.
They need to see you as a community member, not just a person trying to make a buck off. So with our next event, it was over in Anoka. And Anoka was a bit different because I'm from Champlin, went to Champlin Park. So I knew of the Anoka area. I knew who to contact. And telling your friends you got to drive 5 minutes compared to 25
right.
can be much better.
And that was at the Rum River Arts Center?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Yes. So the one thing I learned from that event is you have to integrate yourself in the community.
Huge lessons. And sometimes a lesson that an artist might not learn their whole career. So
we live in a digital age where like, oh yeah, I got 50 likes. It should be a good event. 50 likes from where?
Exactly. Exactly.
You know, like if they all live in Duluth.
Or are real humans.
You know, true that too, you know, like how are you going to have an event in the Twin Cities if no one knows about it?
Right.
And if you guys want to host an event, email everybody. It's one email away. This is all one email away. Just email, reach out. Well, what's they going to say? No.
Right.
No.
Dropping wisdom left and right. Professor Xavier Thomas here on DogStar.
Exactly. So yeah, we were talking about the resource guide on the website,
Yes.
miraclearts.org, and that's just like you can move the map to find the stuff that's by you. It's pretty easy to use. I was checking that out. Some other stuff, you're talking about the events where you have artists speaking that other artists can come to,
Yes.
or people
Create and
interested
connect,
in
yes.
learning. So yeah, I saw that there's stuff called Inspire Sessions. Would that be more of something like that?
No, that is our speaker program. So
Okay.
currently right now I work at Best Prep and they have two programs called Classroom Plus and Financial Matters. Classroom Plus, any type of career. Financial Plus, financial literacy careers.
Right.
So they bring in a speaker and they play matchmaker. They find a school, they find a speaker, and they get them connected. So I'm working, I'm like, what about for artists? You know, like what about the creative scene? Like imagine you're at your local high school and a guy came in and said, hey guys, or even you guys go back to your local high school and like, hey guys, we started a podcast and it's been going well for these past years. You know what kids are going to say? Oh, I can do that too. Maybe I can try my career. And that's all I want to do. So I want to go to these St. Paul schools and say, hey, this person graduated from Hardin. This person graduated from Johnson. Now look at what they're doing now.
Yeah.
They're working in New York. They're working in all these big names. And at least I can speak for myself. If Champlin Park ever want to bring in speakers, I would love to come speak. Because hearing that, oh, he went to the same high school as me? Wait, he went to the same McDonald's? Oh, he did that too? can go a long way.
Right. Or he wasn't a straight A student type of thing. I feel like just the relatability of the community member who wasn't the ideal, model student that's found success after schooling is,
again,
life-changing.
My band teacher said I didn't have a career in it, right? And now it left into a career where I'm inspiring now new band students. You just got to make it your own.
What advice would you have to some of these younger artists after they've checked out the resources, the myriad of resources that Miracle Arts can provide them, the advice about starting their own team? Because a lot of people have these big ideas, but it's too much to do by one person, even in a lifetime.
Right. Well, then that's why you have a team for. Again, I'm not very good with finances. I can manage my own, but if you want me to manage a 5K project, I'm looking at you like, that's why I brought Patience along. Patience is great with the finances. She can read a spreadsheet and go, okay, I know what this means, and make a projection off of it. So just ask. I mean, go on your YouTube, go on your Instagram and say, hey guys, I need a musician. I need help. Hey, I need a video photographer. I need help. Also, you got to get out the doors. You got to get outside. I mean, you got to get outside. You can't just find this online.
Right.
You need to start talking to people. There's so many opportunities out there. I want to shout out Bridge Makers. They're bringing young people together to communicate. I want to shout out Flavor World. I met with Drew earlier today, and these are the type of people you need to just be in the same rooms as.
Right.
Me and Charles, I can't find many people my age right now, 23 years old, and it's like many are just not in that room. So get yourself in that room, and you'll be surprised who you'll be walking next to. You'll be like, oh, you work at Ecolab? Oh, you work at 3M? I didn't know that. I have this beautiful idea. You're always one conversation away.
One conversation away.
I can leave this, go help an old lady across the street, and she go, hey, you know what? I like that Miracle Arts idea. Let me give you $1 million.
Right.
I don't know.
By the way, I run this arts fund. Exactly.
Like, you really don't know.
One conversation away.
Put yourself out there. And all of this is free 99, Go on chat, say, hey, I want to start a art organization. You can start the same thing I'm doing right now. I want to start an art organization for resources for creative artists, right? And then it will give you a step-by-step. Use it. Element. And if you think your dreams are going to stay the same throughout this whole process, no. Miracle Arts grows every year. What Miracle Arts will be in 5 years could be completely different, you know? So just keep growing with the project and just start it.
And I'm sure it's nice to have a team to kind of keep yourself personally on track, because there had to have been moments where you wanted to not quit, but maybe reduce your investment of time or passion, or maybe you wanted to move to the middle of the woods and not have any computers,
Yeah.
Is it nice to have that supportive group of that team to just say, hey, keep you on track?
100%. You think I can... Earlier today, we went to St. Paul, handing out flyers to all these Securian, Wells Fargos. We got many no's. It felt much better getting told no with Charles than getting told no by myself, Because with Charles, I at least laughed, like, oh, we got told no. But with myself, I'm like, dang, he said no.
Personal,
Personal. But yeah, it's ways where you got to understand, definitely as a leader, you don't know everything. And you shouldn't know everything. Most leaders I've met are the most funniest people in the world. You might think they're most serious, but they realize their part in this. I'm just leading in direction. The team I have is creating the miracle. Because I'm not sitting there designing all these things.
Right.
And if you think I did, it'll probably be like lumpy up lines and stuff. You'll be like, oh, we don't want that. But I'm learning from them. And if I need to jump in and help out, they know I'll be there for them.
Right. Staying versatile, but with that collective goal in mind. That is so amazing.
Exactly.
And so I'm sure you're getting a lot of fulfillment out of being creative with your business or with your nonprofit now.
Yes.
But are you doing any like painting and stuff during this time, or like
sculpting or writing?
Writing, yes.
Working on photography, or you're saying guitar earlier.
Photography, I capture moments. I just walk by things and I'm just like, it's not. So yeah, I'm always doing that. But right now I've been trying to write more. and more of creative writing, I have been working on a play that it's about love. And I think there's 3 levels of love that's needed. You need love of yourself, love of the person, and love of the relationship. And if you don't have one of those 3 levels, the love dies. So that's what I'm creating right now. Getting the acts together. I'm still in act 1 of how I want the scene to start off. But the concept of it is each act is going to be a different type of love that's missing. So first, the person got to learn they need to love the other person in this relationship. Not just love their curves, their body, but love the heart.
Right.
And then many people are in situationships, love the relationship. And that's the second act. And then the whole point of it is to love yourself at the end, because it all starts there. So it's more creative writing. American Heart is something I always wanted to do. I always wanted to write in comics. I joke about the time my mom got my name from comics. She disagrees, but my mom has a huge name. I mean, like Pac-Man machines, all that. I'm like, sure, you didn't name me after professional Xavier. Sure.
We'll be right back with Xavier Thomas on DogStar.
Oh, wow.
Bow wow, welcome back to DogStar.
We're sitting down with Xavier Thomas.
Hey guys.
The mastermind.
The mastermind indeed. Founder of Miracle Arts. It's been fun learning about what you guys have done so far. What can we look forward from you guys for the rest of the year and beyond?
Of course. Well, we have 2 big initiatives right now. First, we're developing an upgrade for our resource guide. Right now, it's a Google Mind Map and Excel that are separate. We want to combine the 2 and make essentially a Yelp for creatives. So we're currently fundraising for this. And I'm going to get so excited talking about this in the next event. But this upcoming holiday season, we're doing a fundraiser where everyone will donate. The goal is to give back to the Children's Hospital. So when kids come in, they'll create a toy for themselves, and they'll also create a toy to give away to a donation.
Wow.
We're going to have live music, a community raffle. And again, the point is to donate. It's called the Giving Back with Inspiro fundraiser. Inspiro is our mascot. Think of the Smurfs, where there's painter Inspiro, musician Inspiro. It wants you to get represented in that as well. So we want the kids to feel represented through our fundraiser. Again, we're looking for venues. We're looking for sponsors at the current moment as we plan. We just wanted to be close to the hospital because at that night, we want to give over that donations because I can't wait to see their faces. I can't wait to see them to see all these ornaments and toys and a monetary donation to them on the holiday season. It is great. Plus, it's also the 2nd year of Miracle Arts. We'll be turning 2 years the day before the 12th.
Oh, my God.
And this event will be December 13th. This is going to set the tone for 2026, and I can't wait. I have so much in store. I have so many ideas that I'm throwing at my team. They're looking at me like, and I just want to get it out there. It's as simple as going to the coffee shop and saying, how can we use this for the community? Is that through a live exhibit? If that's through an open mic? If that's through a fashion show? So if you have any type of opportunities or just want to bring the miracle to your community, just reach out.
And where can potential sponsors, attendees, donors contact you for the event on December 13th?
Of course. So you can find us online, www.miraclearts.org, or you can find our Instagram, miracle.arts. Send us an email, send us a DM, and let's get that communication started.
I love that. Again, all rooted in the community, all stemming from that passion.
Yes.
Quick tangent. I wanted to ask about the Mankato Juneteenth opportunity that you had a few years ago. Or was that this year?
Yeah, been the past 2 years, actually.
Okay.
So,
double trouble.
Yes. I was really lucky going out of college. The Greater Mankato Grove wanted to have me as an MC.
Whoa.
So I had a chance to be up there, talk to many type of vendors, meet Charles that day as well.
Wow.
So it was beautiful. And then this past Juneteenth, I had a chance to bring my team with me. So most of them didn't go to Mankato. So they don't know my own stomping grounds. So it's like seeing 2 communities integrate. It was a beautiful experience. And it's just cool to see how Mankato have been doing in the past year. And now my sister's there, so the ties from Mankato will, I guess, never end, huh?
Yeah, friend of the show, Caleb Gampson, I believe, took part in one of those Juneteenths down in Mankato, and that's, I believe, one of the first times we heard of the great work y'all were doing.
Well, thank you, and Caleb's amazing. I had a chance to interview him almost 2 years ago now, too. And his quote always represent with me.
That's probably the full circle.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, exactly. How we probably got to know you through him. So that's crazy.
And always just keep up with the people. And I think a lot of it is just your contacts, right? And that goes a long way. An event that helped out a lot was Stranger Meet Strangers. There I had a chance to win a $1,000 pitch competition. It was beautiful. And just to see all these different type of entrepreneurs talk about their business and their passion. And I always say, the pitch is what I'm good at. Everything else I'm like working hard on, but the pitch, this comes out easy. I'm so passionate about it.
I mean, in regards to the pitch, I want you to sell someone a life of the creative arts.
Oh.
So I've been raised to gotta get a job, gotta be a lawyer, gotta get married, gotta have kids. Forget about your stupid acting. Forget about your stupid sculpture. What's the pitch? How do you either maybe pitch my parent or the child themselves?
Well, they're always going to do it. You know, it's in their heart, they're going to do it. Yeah, you just got to find an outlet for you. Maybe a career in acting is not for you, but it's not mean you can't go pick up your local theater or your local skit and record that way. You just got to find an outlet for you. There's a lot of opportunities. When I say a lifelong career, I'm not mean monetarily, like this needs to be your 9 to 5. Sometimes you don't want your creative career to be your 9 to 5. It actually it might kill that career for you. But find outlets for yourself. Never give up. You're never too old. I've had this conversation many times of, this is for youth creatives. It's not for me. Well, you can be still a youth creative. You can be 50 and still new to your creative endeavor.
Totally.
Just find those outlets. It's a lifelong passion. And if anyone that's trying to take that from you, either, I know for myself, I get angry when I don't create. When I'm not creating something new, I'm in my creativity, I'm like, something's wrong. You know, I'm more upset. I'm like, life is not the best.
Right.
You're gonna find that outlet. And you're gonna find that outlet in the weirdest way. If you're an actor, you might find it, being a salesperson might work out because you're acting in that way. So to answer your question is, you can't. If a kid wants to create, a kid's going to create.
Totally.
Just find the opportunities to do so.
Amen. I like that.
That's great. Yeah, so speaking of creative folks, we've got 2 songs to play at the end of this interview.
Yes.
Blue Spirit and Lilac Season. What can you tell? Is that the order you want to play them in? Blue
you
Spirit?
can do that. I think that's perfect, actually.
And then what can you tell us about Blue Spirit?
So Blue Spirit is actually from a good friend of mine, Alex Griffin, known as A-Man. I went to high school with him. And selfishly, a lot of Miracle Arts is the chance to highlight my cool friends. Like, I have all these friends. I'm like, you're doing something cool. People just need to hear you. And if I can be a platform to do so, it's great. And me and Alex grew together. We worked at a recording studio together that had rises and falls from it, but we learned. And that was my first entrepreneurial endeavor there. So Alex, if I had any time the opportunity to showcase his work, not only he's a good person, he's a good musician. So A-Man, the producer, always can shout out.
Make sure you follow him on Instagram at _AYE.MAN_4, AMAN4.
Amen.
And what kind of day, like, when would you recommend somebody hear this song? Or what kind of playlist is it going on for you?
Man, knowing Alex is a hustler, man. He knows, like, he has that same type of music like Pusha T would make. Like, you will listen to it and you're like, all right, I have to get ready for the gym.
Right, get motivated.
I gotta get ready to go do something. I gotta go make some money. That's the type of Alex he is. So I bring that inspiration of like inspiring something new and more again, motivating you to do better. Yes.
That's great.
Very, very well put.
And then the second song, Lilac Season. What can you tell us about that?
That girl, Joy. I remember meeting her at a Flavor Jam, and it was one of those things like, talent like this is in Minnesota. You know, like,
mind blowing.
It's in, if you if you guys like the late 2010s, the Claros, that indie pop, I Am Joy is for you. And I be feeling like I'm floating listening to Lilac Season. It's amazing. When you guys send me like artists to your showcase, that was my first name go-to. Like Joy is a person I actually have in my playlist. And it's not like, oh, this is just a friend of mine, this is that. No, this is good music. And to set the tone for you, think about that teen life, when you were just dreaming about that future. Just float a little bit. I think it'd be perfect if you put your headphones on, take whatever you need to do to relax and chill. Be in that new, refreshing light that she brings. Nice.
And be sure to follow I Am Joy on Instagram at iamjoy.jc. Stay up to date with her.
You guys got to interview her too. She is a great person to talk to.
We would love to have you on the show.
Yeah, come on, DM us your email, or we'll be in touch if we haven't heard from you.
We'll talk to you soon.
We've only got about a few minutes left. Is there anything we're forgetting to talk about today?
50 Shades of Black.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
What is that?
So 50 Shades of Black is by a Black business enterprise. They're hosting a pitch competition where people can come win prizes and network. Again, there's a lot of opportunities out there.
Are we competing against you if we go? Is that what's going on?
No. I'm actually going to be helping up a separate event. I'm going to help out my girlfriend. She's going to be co-producing Find Your Muse.
Oh.
If you don't know Find Your Muse, please check it out. It's a beautiful event that brings in video photographers, models, even fashion designers, all in one room to collab, to work. They're going to be working, they have partnerships from Sony and National Camera.
Whoa.
So they're going to be providing equipment for you, so you don't got to bring anything.
Oh my God.
Just bring your creativity. That's all you got to do.
You got to show up, bring your creativity. I love it.
And then you just make work there. And she breaks away the one barrier. Most people say, I don't have resources, I don't have an outlet. Boom.
Here you go.
There you go. There's nothing else. There's no barriers there. And again, it's to see the work that's come from the previous muse. It's amazing, truly. Yeah.
In our last few minutes, I want to pick your brain for advice for these up-and-coming artists or artists of any age who want to invest a little bit more time in their creativity. What shouldn't they be afraid of? Or what do you think the biggest misconception about investing in yourself and your art is?
That you should make money first. Money comes afterwards. Money comes with value. So if you're not providing value to your customer, your value to your audience, why would they pay you money? I've seen so many artists they're very talented, come to the exposition and like, this is $300. Why is it $300? What time did you put into it? Tell us a story. Tell you that you messed up on the corner and you had to paint over it. We need to hear that. That's what we buy. Again, that's really great work, but we buy the name, we buy the recognition from it. I think many artists don't see themselves as entrepreneurs. And isn't that strange? The person that comes to all these art vendors, works on their own, no help, doesn't like the word business.
Right.
You're running a business. Like, you are an entrepreneur. And it's not an easy endeavor, So you got to find ways to break the mold. And this goes to a lot of creatives. I think a lot of times we feel like we're selling out when we come commercial. That's not the case. You can still have your creative work that no one sees and it's just elements for you. And then you can have your commercial work that people sell. And definitely if you want to make this a lifelong career, that's an endeavor that you have to have. If not, that can be a great hobby for you. But if you want to make it a career, you got to start thinking like a business person. And business and art has been separated for too long when they work hand to hand.
Well, we really appreciate you sitting down with us again today. This has been Xavier Thomas on DogStar.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, guys.